Hey guys, my name is Melody Workman. I'm the Executive Director of Story and Experience here. And before you jump into your group today, I want to share something with you. It was just a little over 20 years ago, and that's hard to believe because I don't feel that old, that my husband and I were driving to our very first community group experience. And at least 2 times in the car, we looked at each other and said, what are we doing? Maybe we should go home. We were not raised in a church that had groups. We didn't know anything about community. We were just completely new to the whole experience. But let me tell you why I'm so glad we didn't turn around. Because as we stepped into community group and what that looks like, it became life-changing for us. And today in Pastor Matt's message, he keeps talking about this phrase in Romans 1 that says, so that we may be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. Man, 20 years ago, I started to know and to learn what that means, how much I need to be encouraged by the faith of others. If there's been anything that 2020 taught us, it's how much we need to be encouraged. And let's be real, 2021 hasn't gotten off to a great start. And so what you're engaging in week after week is just the beauty of encouragement, receiving it from others, and then you getting to give it to others. And as you go through the questions this week, you're going to see questions that are made for encouragement. Some of those feel-good, encouraging questions, and some of those challenging, encouraging questions. But here's an extra challenge for you this week. As you sit in your group, whether you're together or you're online, I want you to ask God, who do you want me to specifically encourage this week in this group? Maybe it's the people that open up their home to you every week. Let me tell you what, that's hard work, especially if you have kids, because they don't care that you just cleaned. Maybe it's the person who brings snack, because Lord knows you probably would have quit going if they didn't keep coming. Maybe it's the person who's lost their job, or the person who's really struggling with depression. But how can you be an instrument of encouragement this week? Maybe it's shooting them a text. Maybe before you leave, it's just saying, hey, I want to let you know how much your ministry, how much your encouragement or your friendship means to me. Be an instrument of encouragement so that people are encouraged by the faith of you and the faith of those in the group. And then let me just leave you with one final thing. I think we're all experiencing a little bit of what we hear about COVID fatigue. It's just exhausting. Normal things about life that we never thought about just feel exhausting now. And so some of you may be sitting there right now thinking that you may just quit group. It's another thing. You're zoomed out. Some people in your group come, some people don't. And that's the thing that you're so fatigued from and you're getting ready to move away from. And let me just challenge you right now. That is the one thing God does not want you to give up on. Why? Because as my husband, our discipleship pastor, likes to say, if you don't have community in the good times, guess what you don't have in the bad times? Bad times have come to all of us, and we need each other now more than ever. So if it's even crossed your mind to quit, or even if you thought about taking a break, let me just encourage you to pray about that and to dig in even harder, to not give up on this community, to not grow weary in doing good. God is working in and through your group. God is working in and through you, and you need to continue to be mutually encouraged by the faith of those in your group. So stick with it. I hope you guys have an awesome time digging into the questions this week. God bless.